Behold the Rose and Crown, a Tudor beauty and Stratford's very own TARDIS. Modest in appearance yet vast within, a house that proves all is not as it seems, a fitting tavern for a town built on drama.
Unsurprisingly, in a town like Stratford, the Rose and Crown is also Grade 2 listed, thanks in no small part to its striking timber-framed exterior, which immediately marks it out as a building with a long and storied past. Built in 1596, it began life as a hostel, before later becoming an inn, likely in response to the Great Fire of Stratford just a year earlier, which reshaped much of the town. In many ways, this building is a product of Stratford rebuilding itself, rising quite literally from the ashes. It would have been active during Shakespeare's lifetime, and standing here today, it's not difficult to imagine the world he would have recognised. From the outside, the Rose and Crown appears modest, almost understated compared to some of its neighbours, but that first impression doesn't last long. Step through the door and you find yourself in the oldest part of the building, where low timber beams, uneven floors, and a warm, cosy atmosphere immediately take hold. It feels intimate, almost enclosed, like stepping into a much smaller space frozen in time. But the pub has other ideas. As you begin to explore further, it gradually reveals itself. The building opens out into a series of alcoves, side rooms, and spaces centred around fireplaces, before extending outwards towards the rear. It's this contrast that has earned it the nickname of a TARDIS, far larger on the inside than it first appears. What's particularly impressive is how these later additions have been handled. Rather than clashing with the original structure, they've been integrated in a way that feels natural and sympathetic, preserving their historic character while allowing the pub to grow and adapt over time. It's a careful balance between old and new, and one that the Rose and Crown manages particularly well. The name itself also carries its own story. Rose and Crown wasn't originally associated with this building. It was transferred here from another hostelry elsewhere in Stratford during the mid-1800s. Before that, this pub was known as the Green Dragon, a name that feels fitting for a place of this age and character. Whether it held other names in the centuries between, however, remains something of a mystery, and perhaps that's part of the charm. Like much of Stratford, the Rose and Crown doesn't give up all its secrets easily, but if you spend enough time here, you get the sense that there are still plenty left to discover.